This video brought to you by Bodega Cooler. Consider a Bodega Cooler for your next RV, overland, or camping adventure. And Liner-X, custom fit floor mats and cargo liners for your car. Check out Liner-X for all of your vehicle protection needs. And Fast Wheels, a proudly Canadian alloy wheel brand covering a wide range of alloy wheel styles. Good morning. It is day 5. Welcome back to Ed's Garage. Day 5 of the cross-continental EV journey. We are here in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. We're by the gigantic moose, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. It's 9:30 a.m. We just came from a charging station, charged it up to about 82% and 81%, somewhere around there. And we're parked here. We're going to hang out here for a little bit, finish our coffees and breakfast and whatnot, and have a look at this moose. But also, I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing here. I've decided that I may as well use this opportunity to use the solar panels and the batteries. So I'm charging the last little bit of the car from the trailer. As you can see here, I've got the trailer, I've got the charger plugged into the inverter, and it's currently pulling, you can't quite see it, but it's pulling 12 amps. So that's kind of cool. And the car says, let's see, it says 15 hours remaining to get to 100%. Yeah, it's going at 1.3 kilowatts right now. So it's very, very slow. That's okay. I just wanted to utilize the batteries in the trailer because we haven't really been using them to their full potential. As a matter of fact, we've barely been using them at all. Every time we, make dinner or whatever and use the cooktop, within about 10 minutes, it's back up to full 100% again. So, so I figured I may as well use that power while I've got it. Anyway, let's go check out this moose. Walking past this old trolley here, I got really excited when I saw Moose Jaw Electric. But this is not electric. This was electric. Probably in the turn of the century when these were being used a lot. And before it was on tires, it was probably running electricity. Now, of course, it is just gas and probably diesel and running on tires. Yeah, neat little area though. But we're going to pack up and head out pretty soon. Later that day, we were interviewed by a local newspaper in Moosomin, Saskatchewan. After that, we proceeded on to Moosomin Lake to stay overnight at a cabin owned by Cathy and Alex. Thank you again, guys. It was a wonderful time. Today is day 6. We have made it to Manitoba. All right, so a couple things to note. So first off, I would like to say a special thank you to Alex and Cathy for putting us up overnight at their beautiful cabin in Moosomin Lake, or next to Moosomin Lake. But yeah, I also want to talk about the car a little bit. So far, car is doing very, very well. Trailer is doing very, very well. We had a little bit of a trouble with the black water valve this morning. That was kind of annoying. But other than that, everything's going well. We actually left a little bit later today than we wanted to. So we're gonna see how far we can get across Manitoba. Just because of the fact that there's not a whole heck of a lot to do in Manitoba, unfortunately. And if there is, I apologize for all you Manitobans. Comment below if we're missing something. But anyway, we're not big into mosquitoes, so we're going to try to get through Manitoba in as close to one day as possible. But anyway, so one thing I'm changing up though is I'm going to increase the speed that we're driving up to the current speed limit on the freeway, which is 110 kilometers an hour. So it's about 65 miles an hour. Normally, we've been driving a 95K. And the reason for that is trying to extend the range as much as possible. But I want to see, after having driven for 110 for a while, what it does to the consumption. If it makes it significantly worse, well, then we'll slow back down to 95. But if I'm only burning like maybe, 1 or even 2 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers more, might be worth it. Because an extra 25 kilometers, an extra 15 kilometers per hour, after driving 6 hours, that's 120 kilometers distance traveled that we wouldn't ordinarily have. So I think it might be worth it. We're going to have to stop somewhere tonight fairly quickly before the sun goes down, because once the sun goes down, that's when the mosquitoes come out. And those little bloodsuckers, man, they're going to be bad. They've already been bad at a couple stops. For instance, we had probably about 300 mosquitoes. Oh, look, a train. How Canadian, right? Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, we had a couple of, or one night, the night before last, there was probably about 300 mosquitoes. That's very loud. Anyway, in between the window and the window screen, and these mosquitoes are tiny enough that they're actually fitting through the screen. So we had a few come inside, and it was a bit of a panic situation that we had to deal with. But anyway, we're gonna hit the road again and see how far we get today. Thanks so much for watching so far, and stay tuned for some more beautiful sights. All right, we have made it basically to the far side, or the east side of Winnipeg, and we're making the first stakes in the trailer. So very, very excited. While we're making the stakes, we're actually charging, and we're at another Petro-Canada, and yes, we had another failure. Unfortunately, sorry, I'm getting real close to my face here. Unfortunately, the one charger here didn't work. As a matter of fact, we actually just came from a co-op where there was another, it was a Hyundai Kona that was charging. It was at 93%, and they just left it. There was nobody there, and that's a little disappointing. Charging etiquette is once you're at 80%, you should be disconnecting your car. At the very least, you should be there to disconnect it if there's somebody else that needs a charging station. There were 2 stations, but one of them wasn't working. You should never leave your EV charging beyond 80% at a public station. So that was a little disappointing. Here, there were some really nice folks with an Ioniq 5. They were pretty much, well, they weren't done charging, but they had some trouble with the charging station failing. And I couldn't get this one going either, but some really nice guys actually reset the station, and that helped as well. So right now we're charging at a measly 83 kilowatts on this supposed 350 kilowatt station. So a little bit disappointing, but whatever, we got to make dinner, so we're going to be here for a while anyway. All right, that's where we're at in boring Manitoba with nothing to do. We drove through Winnipeg, mainly through the city, and it was okay. Sorry, I know I don't have my microphone on right now, but I'm just kind of scrambling trying to get this done. Winnipeg was not a very nice looking city from what we could see, at least where we were. The roads are terrible, but that's to be expected in a city nicknamed Winterpeg. There was one nice bridge, so that was that was cool. It looks like we're actually going to be able to get through Manitoba in one day. So once we're done charging here and done eating dinner, we're going to peace out. We're going to go to Ontario. So I'll catch you at the Ontario border. All right, quick update. I know it's quite dark in here. It's currently 10:48, and we left Saskatchewan, so we crossed into Manitoba at about, what do you say, about 1:30, right? About 1:30. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. It's now 10:48, and we just crossed into Ontario, so we managed to sail through Manitoba in one day. Less than one day. But yeah, I'll put up a picture, but there is the Ontario sign out there. Oh, look, it's all black because it's pitch dark right now, but yeah, take my word for it. It's there, I promise. You know what? Let me shut the light off and then I can show you. There it is, right there, Ontario. Okay, close the window because there's mosquitoes everywhere. It's actually not that bad right now out here, so. But anyway, so we're going to look for a place to hide out for the night. There's a little place close by here that we're hoping works out, but I might finish off today's video there. I might not. Might just continue on in tomorrow because I know this video is going to be really short. So, all right, till then.